Hello everyone, welcome back to SBR's coverage of Euro 2020. It's the big one. We are covering Belgium versus Italy, two genuine heavyweights of European football right now. Huge game to look forward to. Belgium scraped through against a very tough Portuguese team, but it came at a real price. Hazard injured, De Bruyne limped off injured, both very much doubtful for this game. They still boast a very talented team, lots of excellent players, but both of those could be a real big miss. Whereas Italy didn't put in the most convincing of performances against Austria, but they got the job done in extra time, and they're here, and we're on. So we've got Belgium versus Italy. We've got Alex of Classic Tips fame, and we've got Tancredi Palmeri, who is in his Italia shirt for the festivities. Tancredi, how do you say football's coming home in Italian? Is anyone saying?
Football never left, so we don't say it from Italy.
It
doesn't need to come back home. It never left Italy, football.
Are the Italians, is anyone confident that they can go and win the tournament, or is everyone feeling a bit cautious and a bit nervous?
Some are confident. I have to say that they were more before Austria. What, Alex?
Me, I'm very confident.
No, okay, but in Italy, he's saying in Italy. Now, I know that you speak a Latin language, but don't get over your head.
I can engage here.
No. And I happily embrace your engagement with us. Absolutely. Okay. But still, anyway. Mitch Kesset, yes, I had the shirt change. I can't get naked live on air, but yes, I had the shirt change.
No, we have other people that are filming live on Twitter naked. We are okay.
What? Wait, what?
No, go on.
What?
We have other people for that.
What?
Yeah, YouTube's not the forum for naked filming. You can find other more X-rated websites for naked tips.
I have no idea what on earth you are talking about. By the way, I can give you 50 pence if you want, if you can. Anyway, in Italy, some of them, they were more confident before playing against Austria. There is a part that is still confident. And I don't understand why. Because, yeah, it's true, we are playing good. But see, with Austria, we struggled. That doesn't mean that we will always struggle, that we are not good anymore. But it means that anyway, there is a huge difference between starting a good path and then thinking about all you need. That you need world-class players, that you need the experience to play at the final stages of a tournament. There's a process of things that you need to go through to win that. And it has more or less always been like that for everybody. There are very few teams that did a huge leap from being nothing until winning. And we were nothing 3 years ago because we're not even qualified to the World Cup in Russia. So history is not playing a part. This is a brand new team where it is a mix between who is new and who was out from World Cup. So very few teams that the huge leap from nothing to winning. But in that case, you had some special world-class players that was helping you immediately. Cruyff, Holland, from nothing, boom. Then two finals in a row, even if it was not in the second World Cup. France, from not qualifying for 2 World Cup in a row, boom, to winning. But they had the World Cup at home, and they had a bunch of world-class players that, boom, all of a sudden popped up. And also Olympique Marseille had just won, more or less just, the Champions League. They never won before. They did some special things to happen, conditions. Those conditions are not happening with Italy. Look at England. England, I believe, after France being eliminated, are the main favorite. But to get to that stage, they had to go through different stages. So, first of all, they arrived at the 4th place at the World Cup. That gave them the experience to play in knockout stages. If there wouldn't have been the semi-finals reached in Russia, possibly they wouldn't have made it yesterday against Germany. They have prepared now in that way, and possibly also for this reason, Southgate went for Trippier for show, because he wanted that experience more than the quality that someone else could give, but never played at that stage. So those steps that you have to walk in your process of growing, Italy still has to walk them all. And that's why I see that this confidence from my fellow compatriots, do you say compatriots in English? From my fellow compatriots, it's not justified when we go to play with Belgium, because obviously Belgium with De Bruyne and Hazard is one thing, without De Bruyne and Hazard is another thing. But even in that way, you have that group that was in quarterfinals at Euro 2016, in quarterfinals at the World Cup in 2014, third place in the World Cup in 2018. They are working all the way, and this group knows that they are at the last call or at the second last call, because there is the World Cup next year. But you see, Hazard already won't be back as he was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, Hazard was the second or third best player of the World Cup after Modric and Mbappe. Now Hazard, we know that he won't be back to that level. Lukaku now is at the top. De Bruyne, if he would be fit, would be at his top. They understand that they won't have so many chances. They wasted 2014, 2016, 2018. It's a different momentum, and I think this will play a part. We have the freshness of going there and saying, yes, we are young. We play for our destiny. It's fine. Let's embrace this with joy. But them, they have inside this feeling of saying, it's now. There won't be tomorrow. It's now. We wasted too many days, too many chances. And a Lukaku like this won't come back again.
So maybe Italy to win Euro 2024 then. You're right, it is the golden generation for Belgium, and they're on their last legs. Vincent Kompany is retired, and we've got 35-year-old Vermaelen, we've got 34-year-old Vertonghen, and 32-year-old Alderweireld at the back. Neither of them are particularly mobile anymore. Alex, how do you see that trio getting on against Immobile, Berardi, Insigne, you know, a very quick, pacey Italian attack? Can they cope with pace if Italy play with the intensity that they displayed before the Austria game?
Yeah, this is the question here. It will be a slow pace or a fast pace.
Yep.
Till now, Italy, we've seen Italy playing with a fast pace in each and every game so far in this tournament. I don't think that they will complicate. They will learn from the mistakes of Portugal, who played against Belgium very, very slow pace. You have Vermaelen, Alderweireld in one part, and the third one, and on the other side you have Chiellini, Bonucci.
Exactly.
But I still think that Chiellini, Bonucci are far more superior than Toby Alderweireld and Vermaelen right now.
But
really.
Lukaku is far more superior than Immobile. That's the problem.
Is
but
Chiellini back? Is Chiellini fit? Or is he out?
yeah,
Okay,
Chiellini
guys.
is fit. One second.
Wait. Okay. Sorry, I will ask with you later about Chiellini if you want.
And I think that you can easily bring on Chiesa, who was the best player in the last two matches. He solved the match against Austria. He was the best player on the pitch against Wales. He created. He shows determinations. I think that is a. Again, I said it, and I will say it. I will repeat it. It's a great combo between young guns and players with a lot of experience. Yes, I understand the point of view of Lukaku being at the best of the best right now, playing against Bonucci and Chiellini. But let's not forget that Lukaku and Chiellini, I think that they were the single ones who stopped. Bonucci and Chiellini were who stopped Lukaku in Serie A this season. If I remember correct, that is. But I think that
stop is an euphemism, man.
This Italian team, with the pace and the skills that they have, and with De Bruyne and Eden Hazard Okay, let's say that De Bruyne and De Hazard will be replaced with Carrasco and Mertens, probably the ones that they replaced them in the last match. But I see Italy scoring here. I see Italy scoring. I see Belgium scoring. They will probably go in extra time. You never know. Maybe someone will score the winning goal. But the value here is not on Belgium. The value is in Italy, in my opinion.
Yeah, I must admit I would have gone with Belgium to win if Hazard and De Bruyne were fit, but I'm not so sure now that duo is missing. I mean, I rate Dries Mertens.
It is missing.
Carrasco. I mean, well, he said there's a 50-50 chance that they could make it. I don't know if he's keeping his cards close to his chest. Maybe they'll come on in the second half. They haven't 100% been ruled out, according to what Roberto Martinez said. If they're definitely missing, I think it's a real blow for Belgium. Carrasco is a creative player, but they'll really lack that X factor that De Bruyne brings. I think that could be a real blow for them. But I agree that Lukaku could be the one that really terrorizes this Italian defence. He's a big, hulking, battering ram of a forward. He's pacey, and he's a nightmare for Italian defences, as he proves, pretty much week in, week out in Serie A. Tan, did you have some information for us about Chiellini? Is he going to make it?
No, first I have information also about De Bruyne, which is not official yet, but Hazard hardly will make it, while De Bruyne probably will go under injection, like
infiltration.
Infiltration, yes, antidolorific, and will play with that. So that's it. About Chiellini, he's not completely fit yet. And with Chiellini, that is a different info compared to the others, because he's old, he's fragile, for how strong he is, but he's fragile. So a Chiellini playing such a game for not being totally fit means that, first of all, probably will be anyway his last game at the Euro. And second, that there is a high risk that he will not make it for the whole game. But considering that you need to help to go beyond the obstacle, so I think Chiellini will play anyway, even if he has 50%, until the point where he has something. Chiellini against Lukaku in Serie A didn't go well. He came back exactly in that game, Inter Juventus, which basically changed the history of last season, and Lukaku was unstoppable. The fact that Chiellini was actually coming back after the injury, and that anyway, in some way, he limited a bit Lukaku, a bit. This made that his performance anyway was praised, because everybody thought, okay, he just came back. What is the gap difference of age and physical shape at the moment? Chiellini did something good. But in the end, anyway, Lukaku won that 1-1, which brings me to say that if Italy are hoping to stop Lukaku or to limit Lukaku by placing or Chiellini or Bonucci or Acerbi, if he will replace Chiellini, well, they are going to lose it, because anyway, this is not the Chiellini of 2017 or 2018. That Chiellini is over. This is a Chiellini that in a season can pull some 3 epic performances, but he has to be exactly in perfect shape in that moment. I saw him live against Turkey. It was emotional to see his performance. It's fantastic the way he's coordinating, orchestrating the defense, but also the movements with the midfield. He's just a defense maestro. I was doing for some minutes the Chiellini cam, because I was looking all his movements. It was great. But you don't know how much it is left of him. So Lukaku against Portugal was limited because, first of all, Pepe did a gigantic performance. Also, Ruben Dias helped him. So you had Pepe and Ruben Dias. Pepe and Ruben Dias are like Bonucci and Chiellini of 2017, of 2018, not Bonucci and Chiellini now in 2021. That, and also the team movements, the defense or the midfield that are playing together, because the way to stop Lukaku is not going one-on-one against him. It's the worst way. It's to, I would say, to pollute his resources. You have to try to intercept the balls that he's getting. You have to try to make it difficult for him to have the time to play to stop the ball, to turn around, to move the defense on the side. So it has to be a complex collective work between defense and midfield. So I would say the triangle between the center midfielder and the two center backs. Because if the Bruyne won't play,
it's important for the left and right back to help there, because if you saw most of all for the national team, Lukaku is playing more like a pivot style. He's taking the ball on him, and after that he's delivering left and right. You know, so you have to involve. Yeah, you have to involve a little bit the midfielders, the defensive ones at least, you know.
Yeah, and see, Chiellini was key, because I saw when they were playing against Turkey that, okay, Turkey was nothing, but was also nothing because when they were trying the counter-attacks and Chiellini was like running on Burak Yilmaz that had space, he was I saw him, he was calling the movements of Jorginho dropping deep or someone from the left that was getting closer. And he was foreseeing in advance, like 3 or 4 seconds before the action would happen. He was calling the movements. It was amazing.
Masterclass, and he will be a great. He will be a great coach, probably, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's a great mind also. And to me, it was really enlightening. I mean, it always happens with Chiellini, but even if Turkey was not a menace at all, but he helped not making it a menace. So it was fantastic. So that is
who is playing? Chiesa playing?
I believe so. It's not certain, but I believe so. While I'm not sure about Locatelli replacing Verratti. Also, that is possible.
On that note, so we've got Jorginho, we've got Barella, and we've got perhaps Verratti or Locatelli up against Witsel and Yuri Tielemans. Who wins the midfield battle? What do you think, Alex? Who's going to win this one in midfield?
Witsel, everyone is saying that Witsel is passing at the back, you know, many balls, but they don't see the way that he is combining the defense with the attack. He's absolutely brilliant in doing that connection between the lines, you know. He is not shy to put the foot there, you know, to tackle a player from the opposition, Axel Witsel. On the other side, Tielemans is a little bit shy to do that move, you know. He's great in the attack, Tielemans. He has the shot, a great shot from outside the box. I was expecting more from him to shot from outside the box, but he didn't. But I think that the Italian midfield will win this battle at the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, Jorginho is going to be really important for controlling the pace of the game.
Barella, Verratti, whoever plays it really doesn't matter. Locatelli, I'm telling you, I would put Chiesa up there. Really, he showed determination. He showed fighting spirit. He showed that he wants to take the opportunities on his own. He showed great pace in the minutes that he played for this team at this competition.
Yeah, it's going to be a terrific game. The only slight doubt I have about Belgium is, the age of the defenders and a slight lack of depth in the squad. You know, teams like France, England, Spain, they have 2 good players in every position, which isn't really the case for Belgium. They've got a great starting 11, fantastic starting 11. But as soon as a few players get injured, the quality of the replacements just isn't quite there for me. So I don't want to jinx it. I can perhaps see this one going to extra time. I can perhaps see Italy qualifying if I had to go for either of them.
Same here.
Yeah. I'm also going for both teams to score because I think that Belgium defence is a real worry. But I do think Lukaku can give Italy quite a lot of problems in this game. But we're going to do the picks in a minute. But we have had some good gonzo journalism from Tancredi Palmeri during this tournament. So we're going to have a little special segment called Fear and Loathing in London, Fear and Loathing in Rome, fear and loathing all over Europe with on the road with Tancredi. So Esteban, could you please segue into that?
Here we are. It will end all the way till Wembley, through the Olympic Way, through the knockout stage. We started from Stadio Olimpico. This is actually the perfect place when it is game day to gather, to party, to, well, according to what are obviously the social distancing measures at the moment. But when it comes to football, it's very hard to keep control. And you will see, because now the Euro celebration is gonna blow out for the round of 16 for everything, touring everything that we can, and we can bring you on Sportsbook review. Stay tuned, all the Euro madness is here.
All agree that that was amazing. The comments are fantastic. Trevor Loden says it's great. Anderson Don says, Tancredi, you're the best reporter in the world. Vinicius Savalio says, what a surprise gift. Brilliant, lovely. Mitch says, Oscar to the man who put this together. Bravo. So I think one Oscar for Tancredi and one Oscar for Esteban in the editing room. Great.
Absolutely.
The Oscar for best editing goes to Esteban, but that was fantastic. And Tan's been on the road throughout the tournament, so we're hoping to get a bit more footage of a similar nature perhaps next week and the following week. That was wonderful. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll have the picks, please, Esteban. Okay, so Alex and I both singing from the same hymn sheet on this one. We've both got both teams to score at plus 110. Shop around for your odds. Go to SBR odds for the best price. You should find better than plus 100 at most sports books on that. Tancredi, I can't believe this. He's going for Belgium to win at plus 240.
It's like hearing Flash, mate. It's like always hearing Flash going against England, you know? Yeah, I understand. I understand from one point of view, he wants to make money, and if Italy qualifies in the semi-finals, his heart will be so happy, you know. But absolutely, I think that Italy have the first chance here, and I think that Italy to qualify at 1.71 still has some value.
Okay, you want to hear something?
Thanks, Esteban. Can we see everyone again, please? Can we see their faces? Thank you very much.
Do you want to hear something?
Justify why you're going against your country for this one.
I'm not here to support my country, even if I do support my country. I'm here to give my most honest opinion. And I think that, even if without the Brun Hazard, and we anyway know that 50% of the Brun will be there, so or the lower of the upper part,
one thing,
unless he's sliced in two from top to down to bottom. When I saw Belgium playing without them, they switched to a team that is centered on play on Lukaku. So that is at his service, while it's not like that when there is the Bruno Hazard. And they can be lethal in two different ways. And I was in Sevilla for Belgium-Portugal. I saw them playing live. Even when they were just defending in the second half, the preciseness, do you say preciseness in English?
Precision.
Yeah, of course, like in Italian, precisione. The precision with which they were playing the ball, the pace at which they were playing the ball, even when they were all placed defensively, it was amazing. And I thought, these guys are switching to two different systems, but whatever they are doing absolutely perfectly. They play in a fantastic way. I can tell you one thing, honestly, about what Alex was commenting about why I'm saying Belgium, blah, blah. I know I shouldn't say that when it is a betting show, and obviously we are talking about bookmakers and bet and everything. I have never placed a bet in my life on Italy, because for what is my own personal ethic, you never bet on your heart, because just suffering on one side, you can suffer twice. That is just my way, my style. I'm not saying that has to be that for everybody, but I never placed a bet on Italy in my life. But at the same time, I have to tell you, it is the team, unfortunately, it is the team that I understand the most. So I was urged to give my most honest opinion about the game, and that is.
Okay, well, either you'll be celebrating that your bet wins, or you'll be celebrating that Italy are going through to the next round. So something good's going to happen.
I won't celebrate a shit if my bet wins. I hope my bet loses and will lose dramatically. I hope it dramatically fail. I couldn't give a flying anything about my bet, to be honest. But it's my honest one. It's my honest opinion, at least.
Fair enough. Alex, before you, I think you're off, aren't you, on a party weekend? So while we've got you for this show, who's going to win the Euros? Who we go? Who's going to lift the trophy on the 11th of July?
Denmark. No, I'm joking, man. The winner of this probably, you know what? Whoever comes from the top half, Spain, Italy, or Belgium.
Ooh, Spain,
what?
Belgium.
So not England.
You could probably cover all of those teams. You could cover all of those teams and lock in a profit regardless of which one wins.
Exactly.
You're confident that those three are going to win. You disagree, Tancredi? You think England is going to come home?
I think that until the round of 16, the question was who's going to win Euro. Now the question is, can England lose the Euro?
I mean,
yeah. On that note, Esteban closed. No, I'm joking.
they've got Ukraine, and then they've got either Denmark or the Czech Republic.
Wow,
it's
scary.
A very the final.
Mamma mia, impossible to play. Mamma mia.
It's a very clear route to the final. I mean, if they really should be in the final, and then it's a question of what happens in 90 minutes at Wembley. So they definitely deserve their status.
Yeah, but you know what, Martin? Belgium and Italy, it will be a battle between themselves. Then let's even imagine for a moment that Spain will sail easily to semi-final. I don't think, but because there won't be easy games. But let's think anyway that they win easily 1 year, whatever. Then there is a semi-final. And they dismantle each other, whether that would be Belgium or Italy or Spain. Sorry to Swiss. I don't believe they will pull two miracles. Anyway, it can happen. Still, England are right there. And they say, okay, it's England are a perfectly shaped, well-dressed army, all pampered to fight. And whoever comes on the other side, it's all wounded, all sweaty, all dirty. Say, oh, what? One battle more? We are already tired.
I totally agree with Sean MCK here. I think that England will struggle against a very, very organized Danish team. I think that they will.
But we'll win anyway.
I don't know if they will win or not. But again, the win against Germany with a masterclass for Southgate, whoever thinks that, probably Grealish being the man of the match, in my opinion. There,
You know what? An unbelievable stat.
I think that if they don't win the Euro, the wounds will be more than if they were out from the round of 16. You know.
It's an issue of squad depth again, though, isn't it? With Denmark, it's the same as Belgium. I mean, they've got a good starting 11, but as soon as a few players get injured, the quality coming into the team for me just isn't there. Even with Eriksson is obviously a huge miss in the creative department. They did well to cope with the absence of Poulsen in the last round, but I don't know. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I mean, it'll be a tight game if that happens, but I still see England winning it. But
you know what is an unbelievable stat? Yesterday, England, not only after 55 years, they finally eliminated Germany from a final tournament. Yesterday, England, for the first, this is unbelievable. When I was calculating, I said, no, they can be. Yesterday, England, for the first time in the history, won a knockout stage at Euro without going to extra time.
It's ridiculous.
And overall, they have won only 2 knockout stages game at the Euros in the history. The quarterfinals against Holland in '96,
and you are still saying that he is coming home. Come on, man.
Yeah, something has changed. Clearly, something has changed.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Let's see.
Well, okay, guys, thank you very much. We will be back on
See, he wants to cut short. Stop talking about England winning.
Well, I think it's just a neat way of saying that we're going to be covering the England game and the other game on Friday. So make sure you hit that notification bell. I think you'll all agree that it's been a fantastic show, particularly Fear and Loathing in London from Tan. So give us a thumbs up, guys. You're all watching. We got 30 thumbs up so far, 113 watching. That's about a 28% success rate or something like that. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and head on over to sportsbookreview.com, SBR picks for more insight, for more analysis, all sorts of resources. So please do that. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Alex. Thank you to Tan. Thanks all of you. And we look forward to seeing you for the next round.
Thank you. Best of luck, guys.
Bye-bye.